Apologize if you hear a lot of noise in the background. I don't have a lot of time to do this because there's things I want to do tonight. I want to do this video. Well, hey kiddies, it's Retro Dad. When I first got back into collecting, this is about 2009, 2010, and I was going for NES games. My favorite system of all time, still is. There was a couple games I really wanted to get. Little Samson, Panic Restaurant, Bonkers Adventure, Gun Knack, just to name a few. Well, I got a huge one off the list today. What is it you want to know? We'll find out after this. If you want more gaming and collecting content, don't forget to subscribe to stay in the know. I got Bonkers Adventure! Again! I got a huge one off the list. Got Bonkers Adventure. So now I'm at 676, only 10 away from my original set number back in 2017, August 8th. We're at 686. So 676, and I got Bonkers freaking Adventure. About 4 or 5 days ago, I also picked up this little guy. Got Cowboy Kid. So this is a huge label upgrade from my previous cart, which I had back in 2015. Now, I bought the new Cowboy Kid for a lot more money than I previously bought my original Cowboy Kid. But things seem to be working out. I'm actually buying games for a lot less than I previously spent, so I'm pretty happy about that. Besides Bonkers Adventure and Cowboy Kid, I also picked up this little uncommon dude, Might and Magic. Sadly, my previous version was in the box. This one's just loose, but I'm not getting any boxes right now. I just need about 4 or 5 and I can finish this wall over here. Picked up a couple things for the Super Nintendo. Like I got the Jetsons finally on the Super Nintendo. One I've been wanting to get, kind of to compare a couple games. Not gonna talk which ones yet. Well, probably know which ones I'm talking about. Got a pretty good deal on it, and it's one I've been wanting, and it's really hard to find. Well, let's get serious. What's going on? Right now, there's a pandemic going on outside, and yes, I picked up a lot of great things in the last 2 weeks. Power Blade 2. Bonkers Adventure, Cowboy Kid, just to name a few. And I've been getting Game Boy games like crazy. And you're like, my gosh, Retro Dad, how can you be spending so much money time like this? And that's where it's going to come into play, what I'm going to talk about. I'm stopping. I'm on a spending freeze. I'm getting one more retro game in the mail. So the game I'm getting on Monday is a real uncommon, I'd say almost rare Game Boy game, at least for the USA version. You can find the UK version, you can find the NOE version, I think it was the France version, but the USA one is extremely hard to get. They sent me the UK one, I'm like, whoa, you told me you only gave me USA titles, so I sent it back, and I've been waiting for like a week and a half, 2 weeks for them to ship it back. Hopefully I'll get it Monday or Tuesday, hopefully the USA version. SideQuest Games is shutting down their doors, so they have to switch to online. Double Jump Games is doing the same thing. I think we're going to hit a bubble, though. This pandemic, this outbreak, Captain Trips in real form, supposedly, ladies and gentlemen, is out there. And I think it's going to slow down our hobby. It's going to slow it down for me. I plan on buying one more NES game, and then I'm going to close up shop till about mid-April or end of April. Now we get a stimulus package. I had my idea what I was going to do with it. You guys can guess. But then my wife said, hey, let's wait just in case, because we live in St. Helens, which is outside of Portland, and Portland might be shelter in place. I'm still working. Luckily, my job, I can work in-house for now. It's not going to really change a whole lot of stuff, just there's no reason to go outside. I know a lot of you guys are going to be slowing down your collecting and slowing down your buying. Nothing wrong with that. And I know there's stores that are really nervous right now. They rely on us. They rely on us consumers to buy their goods. I went to GameStop the last 2 weeks, got some real cheap PlayStation 4 and Xbox One games. So for my family and for my own sake, I am kind of slamming the door on collecting right now. I'm so close. Now, I'm sprinting towards that finish line. That tunnel is close. I've been studying my numbers, comparing my old set to this set. I've been asked that recently too by someone else. Hey, what set was better, your old one or this one? After getting what I got today, it's so dang close. I'm only 10 away and I'm only missing 2 expensive games I previously did not own. Be safe out there, guys. Collecting can wait. I'm still gaming. I got Doom. I'm also playing Gears 5, one I had in the archive for a long time. Brought it out and we're playing it right now. And so far I'm actually enjoying it. But sometimes when you play Doom and Gears together, like, oh, what button is this and this button's this, and you go, oh, I'm jumping now. Oh, I can do this. How come the chainsaw's not working? Oh, the chainsaw does work, but this way. It's little things like that. I'm looking forward to getting Resident Evil 3 Remake. Just did the demo, and I'll admit that demo got me discombobulated. Resident Evil 3 is the one that I got with my original PlayStation, got it for Christmas, and I love Resident Evil 3. Playing the demo really threw me off. I'm used to certain things. I'm kind of going around, going, whoa, I'm disjointed. I'm lost. So let's revisit A Tale of Three Bonks. It's a video I did back in 2017. I actually really liked the video. Some of it is improv, some of it was written down, and I compared Bonk's Adventure on the NES, Bonk's Adventure on the Game Boy, and Bonk's Adventure on the TurboGrafx 16. When I got Bonk's, I traded a lot of stuff in to get my original Bonk's. All 3 Donkey Kong countries, I think Doom, Killer Instinct, a bunch of stuff to get Bonk's Adventure. Well, no, I paid cash for this one. I won't trade that kind of stuff in right now. I've thought about one time trading a bunch of stuff in to get Little Samson, but I'm like, no. I'll just, work, like I said, and get Little Samson. It's not for everyone to get a complete set. Some people look at me like, you're crazy, Retro Dad. You're crazy, Retro Dad. Why are you wasting money on this stuff? Well, I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with emulation. I have a modded Xbox, and if I wanted to, I could play Bonk's Adventure on that. But I like having the physical games. I played on the physical hardware. Even when the hardware dies, hopefully there'll be another machine like a Retron I could play this on. It's about the journey that I've gone through. Bonk's Adventure, it's not for everyone. It is spendy. So looking at the price that Bonk's was a couple years ago when I bought it at Game Trader, it was $501. So the average cost to Bonk's Adventure, according to PriceChart.com, for a loose copy is $403. I don't think that's true. I've seen some 300 Bonkses a couple years ago. There was one that was in Washington a year ago, and I almost thought about doing it, and I kind of wish I did. Right now on eBay, the cheapest you can find is $575. Crazy thing about price charting, why there's some faults to it, it will use the $22.99 ones from China, the fake ones. We're talking about legit ones here, real copies. So looking at that, there was one sold in March 18th for $499.99. A complete in the box one for $12.47. February 17th in Canada, it was sold for $337. Another one for $400, and that was around January 15th. The ones that are for sale right now on eBay is $575, $739, $797, and a complete in the box one for $1,200. There's not very many Bonks for sales right now anyway, and most of them are going way past what it shows on price charting. So just keep that in mind. So if you're not from Oregon, let me explain what's going on with this COVID-19. The convention center, the Portland Retro Expo, has been held there for many years, has now been opened up as a makeshift homeless shelter. When this whole thing blows over and it's the summer, in August, by the 16th, rolls around the corner for the Portland Retro Expo, it's not going to happen because the convention center will have to be remodeled or carpets have to be cleaned, and it's going to get canceled, and there's not going to be enough time to change venues. That's one of my fears, and well, hopefully I'm just being paranoid, guys, but that's one of my fears. So I think the Portland Retro Expo is in danger of not happening. We already had the Spring Swap, SideQuest Con, get canceled due to this. And I think having it as a homeless shelter, which if they end up getting all sick, it turns into a makeshift hospital. That's a big place, can hold a lot of people. And I can just imagine the damage to it. Hopefully that won't happen, and I'm just being worried. And yeah. Well, what do you guys think? Are you guys concerned about, cons getting canceled or the values dropping? I don't really care about the values. Let them go down to a nickel so I can just buy a bunch of them and get the collection done with. The NES collecting was already dying out anyway. Heck, guys, I should be done with this. I should have been done back in 2017. And I talk about that in another video about the journey I previously did in the journey now. We're on parallel paths. I'm a little farther ahead than my 2017 counterpart, and when I talk about timelines here, but not by much. I'm only missing 2 games that are above $100 from the old set. Zombie Nation and Wayne's World. Wayne's World most likely is going to change in the next week, and I'll just be missing Zombie Nation. Plus, now I got Power Blade 2. Cowboy Kid, a better looking copy. I got Dragon Fighter and several other games I did not own in the old set. So it's kind of a different collection. I had more boxes previously, that is true. I'm missing about 70 to 90 boxes. Hey, I'm social distancing myself from you. So stay safe out there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun. Go game. See you later. Is this okay? Is this distance enough for social distancing? I don't know.